Hi everyone. We were setting up the things and we should be good and we are set for the live stream of the very first match, very first semi-finals and between Rowdys and Knights. And the news from the center is Rowdys has won the toss, and which usually every team does. They have elected to bat first, which has been the key thing, because chasing under the lights and everything has been real difficult when the score is getting 120 and you don't have pressure when you are setting the target. So, and I do have Banu here. Hi Banu, thanks for joining.
Thanks for having me here. Interestingly, today on the field, on the pitch, there are a couple of bumps, which had not been the case in the earlier matches, even though the start has been the same of the same time. Jitu to start the first ball of the semi-final. Maidar to face.
Two sensational guys, I would say, with the bat and ball. Very first ball onto the legs, flicking away for the single, because that was played with a soft hands, and the fielder there, Vishal, right? He was almost standing at the edge of the 30-yard circle. So coming back to that, we have the second ball of the over and Raghu to face it. Again the same ball on the money, onto the legs, and this ball was curving in more than the previous ball because it was pitched little bit before rather than the previous ball.
And also pitched on the off stump rather than the leg stump. Interesting to see Jeet going around the wicket at the start of the innings.
Yeah, most of the time I have seen this case, like Abhijit bowling around the wicket, the ball curving in will be hard for the batsman to play. What a kind of line and length that has been. That was an exceptional ball, I would say. The previous two ball was pitched inside and it was curving in. This ball was pitched and straightened, and the batsman had no time or no clue to play that ball.
From around the wicket, you expect the ball to be coming in. Suddenly one ball goes away. There would be a doubt in the minds of the batsman there. Jeet with the next ball of the over. Wide ball down the leg side.
That ball was, I hope, like after bowling the previous ball which straight and pitching in, he was again trying to curve in, making the batsman to struggle, but this time he struggled himself by bowling more onto the legs on the second end of the ball. Now he is coming around, not sure, because he was, though that was one wide, the previous balls he bowled was the batsman was real struggling.
Yeah, maybe now going around over the wicket to the batsman, around off stump, going down to the keeper. The batsman is trying to be very cautious here. No,
the previous balls I would say that he was cautious. This ball he was trying to go for the hard hitting shot, considering he do have one fielder on the deep mid-wicket, kind of cow corner and long of the straight is wide open. He was trying to play that shot, but you have to give the credits to Jeet for bowling that kind of ball. The ball was dipping and he was bowling from over the wicket for a left-hander, and the ball was moving away, and I felt some nick too, a kind of bump, I mean.
Next ball of the over coming up. Straight to the point, fielder who fumbles the ball, and there is a chance for a double there.
The double was completely stealed by the batsman because of the fumble there from the point. Cover fielder. It was the captain Sandeep himself, and they comfortably taken the second. For a moment, I felt that was a close call, because Maggi there, after taking a lap, he just stopped a bit, but Raghu was interested. So that was
Raghu had the keeper collected the ball. Vinay, it would have been an interesting call, because he hit the stump, but the ball was well out of his hand before that. Okay. Otherwise, it would have been a closer call. Umpire was watching like a hawk, making sure that he gave the ball dead. Next ball of the over coming up, the last ball in fact. Defended off to the offside. At the end of one over, the score is 4 for no loss. Good sensible batting and taking care, managing to get out of the Jeetu's over without losing a wicket.
I would say the balls were pitch perfect on this spell. Over the course of period, when initially in the creek side Babijit started bowling, he was conceding more and more runs in the initial quick side displays. Later point of time, the course of period, he has emerged himself as a consistent bowler, pitching the right line and length. And once things started helping the bowlers, and if there is a little offer, Jeet is kind of a guy who will grab it with both arms, and he started bowling to that. And the way Raghu bowled, he at least he bowled 2 or 3 balls which Raghu didn't had any clue on those balls. But apart from that, the last 2 balls Raghu was got into the groove, and those 2 shots were really played well.
Yeah, initially Jeetu was trying to get hold of the pitch in the initial matches, but in the last couple of matches he got hold of the surface, how the pitch is behaving, and also it is kind of helping the bowlers in the second half of the innings, and that's where he revels in when the batsmen are trying to go after him. Next over coming up, Shashi to start with Mahidar. It would be an interesting to see how Mahidar plays this over, given that this is the power play over and they got only 4 runs of the last over.
Full toss ball and outside off stump. That was a very much half volley. He looks like he's not stretched up himself better. Looks like that was a predetermined slower ball, kind of outside off stump tried ball, but he didn't get the place right.
Yeah, it was a loopy delivery, trying to go away from the batsman, misses his mark and goes for a wide. First legal ball of the over coming up.
And nicely played by Mahidar with a soft hand just for a single. That makes Raghu to come into the strike. On both the occasion, I hope Mahidar just played the very first ball of the over.
Yeah, and the last over also Raghu played the entire over.
Apart from the first ball played by Mahidar.
Yes, and second over also is taking a similar pattern. Let's see how Raghu approaches, given that it's Shashi and not Jeet.
And look at the field placement. Looks like they have read completely on the players. If you've got Maggie, they do have the cover fielder standing as a short cover. Whereas when Raghu is playing, they have the cover fielder short cover. When Mahidar plays, he goes as an extra cover fielder at the edge of the point. Going for the hard-hitting shot, Harshu is coming in and dropped it, and it was dropped. There is a chance that they can go for a second run, and second has been completed. And that was a great try by Harshu, nevertheless, because he was standing as a straightish long on, and the ball was going on the kind of a little wideish long on. He covered lot of ground. For a moment I thought he will never come into that picture, but he was able to come into that picture on the last moment when he had his hand open there. He was not able to complete it, and that was some clever fielding attempt.
Next ball of the over coming up.
Again going for that wild swing, and he was not able to play. I was bit interested with that delivery from Shashi, because even though the previous ball kind of a fuller ball, the batsman went for a hit, though it was a miscatch, and that again bowling those kind of a fuller ball, asking the batsman to hit is something.
That would be his stock ball, pitching on off stump, going away from the batsman. Next ball is driven straight to the square leg fielder for a dot ball.
Boys, catch, get ready, boys.
Next ball coming up, score moves on to 8 for no loss.
They don't have any protection on the long off. This shot was played on the bat, but direct to the fielder there on the short mid-on.
Raghu is trying to make a move on against Shashi. He is trying to hit the ball, but not finding the gaps in the timing required to clear the inner field. Plenty of space there.
And this time it was being taken. What a catch! That was a great catch. This was a half volley, and asking the batsman to hit over the head of the fielder on the short mid-on, but he managed to just hit directly to the fielder on the short mid-on, and that was a great catch. For a moment I was just wondering whether that catch was taken, because even the fielders in the Knights was not that sure whether the catch was taken or not. They even started celebrating late after Jeet had a second or so and took his hand up that he took a catch.
Yeah, they were waiting for a confirmation from Jeet before they started to celebrate. It was a full toss, and the batsman Raghu was eyeing that area because there was plenty of gap on the leg side. He was eyeing that shot in the previous 2 balls also, but The ball went to the fielder on the bounce the earlier 2 times. Now being a full toss, it straight went into the hands of Jeet, who took a diving catch there. Almost popped out for a moment, but he managed to get hold of the ball.
Considering that Raghu is out and the new batsman in is Rocky, and looks like the over is done. Same was the case. All the 5 balls was played by Raghu again.
Yeah.
And
2 overs done, only Mahidar got to face 2 balls, and that too getting a single of the first ball of the over. Exactly the same square leg fielder there.
And with that in consideration, we got 2 overs done, just 8 runs given and 1 wicket taken. I would say Knights are right on top. And then the third over being bowled by their opening over bowler. And yeah, just 1 wicket. Taken away 1 wicket, just giving away 8 runs. That's just some good start from Knights.
Yeah, definitely that would be the start that Knights would have imagined right through.
And I do feel some missing or something from Knights here, because they don't have any long on for Maggie, which he is good at. And the balls are not being bowled there. So that's the kind of confidence they do have with their bowler and the fielding setup. This was I feel with the kind of field set he has, he will be bowling outside the off stump with a fuller or a half volleys.
Yeah, he'll be trying to go full here. Another dot ball here. Here's the 4th or the 5th ball in the maybe around 8 balls have been straight to the fielder along the ground. They are not even able to clear the inner circle, which would result in easy runs. Next ball of the over coming up to Mahidar.
Looks like he missed his run up, and he's coming back to start his run up again.
Cautious start from Rowdys.
I won't say that that was a cautious start. They were trying to hit, and with the way the Knights playing, they were not able to convert those things. They were trying. When Raghu was playing, he was trying to hit hard. He was not able to play that, considering the fact Knights was really on top notch until now.
Yeah, given even if you look at the batting in the first 3 overs, they are just playing with soft hands. There is no aggressive shot at all.
No, I am saying that I won't agree to that, considering the point. Raghu was going for those shots. He was not able to play them. And this was a very good shot. I would say that will go in the no man's land for a 4.
The first boundary of the innings for Rowdys from Mahidar. It was a full ball outside off stump. Mahidar gave himself plenty of room on the offside and punched it over the cover fielder for a boundary.
That was their game plan, to have him bowled outside the off stump, having the deep extra cover fielder and one fielder on the deep mid wicket, kind of a cover corner, and giving away little more width. Mahidar was able to play, because if you consider the first 2 balls he played, he was just timing the ball. He was just seeing where exactly the ball was going. This time he realized the strength and the ball that was coming, and really matured shot from Mahidar there. Short ball and played
Chance
over the
of
head.
a wicket there, going over the fielder for a couple of runs.
Looks like it's not a 4, and they are running for the 3rd, and that was good running between the wickets. More than calling a good running between the wickets, that was an extraordinary feeling there from the captain Sandeep himself, and good pickup from the lefty Vishwa in the point. And that's some real good cricket from all around the game, I would say, because the ball was intentionally bowled as a short ball, giving a width so that he can give a room and try, for a catch opportunity, and it was bit wide of the fielder there. And the running was good, the feeling was good. That's what we expect when you are seeing in a semi-final, right?
Yeah, battle between both teams, and no one is giving away easy runs. That was a terrific save from Sandeep, and great fielding from Vishwa there. He was backing up the fielder, preventing from the batsman from going one extra run there. Last ball of the over coming up. Rocky to face his first ball of the innings against Jeet.
And considering the fact they do have a different kind of field set for Rocky, they are having a straightish long on, which means the deep extra cover fielder Harshu has moved all the way from there to straightish long on, and Rocky facing his first ball. And on to the bat. I hope that was not from the middle of the bat. It was a kind of an.
It was a leading edge there. Luckily for him, it didn't go high up in the air. 7 runs of the over. After 3 overs, Rowdys are 15 for the loss of 1 wicket.
Best of luck to all NWA cricket participants. We have extensive experience in land development and quality construction. We have built over 200 homes in 4 subdivisions, including single-family and duplex homes. Silverleaf Estates is our new upscale subdivision with amenities like clubhouse, walking trails, pool, kids play area, and more. We have a limited time buyer incentive of $13,000 for NWA cricket participants. Our office is in Bentonville across from the Links at Rainbow Curve Apartments. We're ready to serve you.
Coming back, we are into the 4th over as always. The 4th over bowler will be Harshu. Continuing, they will have their main bowlers Abhi completing the 2 power plays, and either Sandeep or Sashi will be completing 1 over. And every time the 4th over is bowled by Harshu. This has been their tactics.
Yeah, this has been their game plan right through the innings there, right through the tournament in fact, wherein Harshu bowls the 4th over and generally is quite economical in the 1st over.
Yeah, he has been very economical throughout the season, I would say. And he is having the first ball of the over to bowl to Magidar. Sulta's ball, and Magidar was interested to ask for a no ball, but the umpire Linesh said like this, that it was well below, because I felt the ball was dipping.
Yeah, the ball was dipping. Lucky that it dipped at the right moment.
Looks like he didn't get the rhythm. The bowler.
Point of commentator's curse there. Next ball of the over coming up to Maidar. Driven to the gully fielder for a single. Chance of a run out, but batsman is well in.
Because that ball was not sailing faster to the point fielder Vishal. It was just played with a soft hands, and that was a clever running from both.
Yeah, there was no hesitation here. This is the kind of thing that you expect from 2 good batters there, making sure that there is no miscommunication in the middle. Raki to face the next ball of the over from Harshu. Short ball, chance of a catch here, leading edge, an easy catch for the captain Sandeep there. The batsman trying to flick the ball on the leg side, given that there is plenty of room on the leg side, and the ball taking the leading edge and lobbing in the hands of Sandeep for a simple catch.
And that was a 2nd wicket, and that's a costly wicket for Rowdys, because with the form that this guy Rocky is in, this is the crucial blow for Rowdys, and with not more runs on the board, I would say it is definitely nice, rightly on the target today.
Yeah, they have been very good today. Rocky, being a leather ball player, is very used to this kind of pitches, and he's a good player for a big occasion, so you'd be pretty disappointed with the shot there, bringing Seshu to the crease, who is also a very crucial batsman for Rowdys.
This batting pair determines the game today, I would say.
Yeah, absolutely.
If they are playing 8+ overs, the match will be very much evenly poised. If these guys, any of these guys are getting out very quickly, this match will slip more from the hands of Rowdys into the hands of Knights, I would say.
Yeah, absolutely. These are the most experienced players, and also the well-established players. Seshu also played 1 or 2 good innings in this ground here, and Maidar has been in sensational form. Sheshu to face the first ball, driven down the ground to the fielder. Harshu does the fielding as well for a dot ball.
Three dot balls in a row. Three dot balls in a row. No, Mahidhar was able to take one single. Short ball and really played in the gap, and there is a fielder Chandu there, and it was fielded well, and they are running for the two, and the two has been comfortably taken. That was some great fielding from Chandu there. Looks like he was coming little slow, but he judged it very well. That's some great fielding.
Yeah, he judged it well, but he was kind of slow to the ball, enabling the batsman from going for a double, but nonetheless good save, preventing the ball from going for a boundary there. That was a short ball from Harshu, kind of a short ball. Next ball coming up.
This was a very good ball. This is the kind of ball I would encourage everyone to put in the creek side. The ball pitching on the good length, little fuller than the good length, and probing in or straightening, which batsman will not have enough time to play. Those are the very, very good ball in the creek side to bowl.
Yeah, especially given the full balls and going on the fourth stump, that would be very hard for the batsman to strike the ball. If it is the full ball going down the leg side, it would be making the batsman to score runs easily on the leg side, given that there would be less protection on the leg side here.
So coming back, we got Vishal, who is going to continue. I have seen Vishal bowling in the league matches when I was doing umpiring. He had some great pace, great line and length, and I hope that was the only match he played. Looks like he was not available in the town, or he is from a different town. What is the case, Banu? You might be knowing those insights.
Yeah, he is from Bentonville, but once the tournament began, he had to move out to Dallas.
Okay.
And he was just flown in today morning.
Yeah, that's fine. As long as you were in Bentonville and you played one match, you are comfortable to play. And these kind of semis, you need to have the best 11 to compete with the best 11. And considering that fact, he bowling today, I feel that could be the X factor for Knights, which they didn't have their fifth bowling option at ease on the previous matches.
Absolutely, he bowls generally outside on off stump, fourth or fifth stump. He has good pace too.
And that was a very good fielding there by the captain Sandeep on the extra cover. Not extra cover, on the deep cover. That was really collected well, and the throw was right on the case to the keeper.
That was a good ball too, around the off stump. He just missed his length there, just the ball going to a full toss. But he would be trying to correct.
The line was good, but the length was a half volley, and the batsman going for kind of a reserve shot.
Chance of a run out there.
There was a good feeling from Harshu, and the throw was right good, but it was a very great call from Mahidhar saying no, or else it could have been a chance that would have been out by now. They would have lost the third wicket by now.
Yeah, the throw was a good one from Harshu after a brilliant effort in the field there, and Sheshu was just right in time for to put his bat in time. That was a good call from Mahidhar to send the batsman back. Otherwise, there would have been a chance of a definite run out there. It's pretty hot here without wind, making it hard for the batsmen and the fielders as well.
Consider Banu saying it's hot. He does not say these things. He is a guy who will be ready to get all those arrows on all the time, all the weather. He comes and sees all the matches. He himself saying hot, that definitely means it is hot. And coming back to the match, Vishal to continue his third or fourth ball, I believe. That was a short ball and really played well, and with the kind of a shot that was made, I'm pretty sure that ball will sail all over. The short ball onto the body is not the ball that Sheshu will be waiting for, and if that balls are coming, Sheshu will be eating it easily.
Yeah, that would be the perfect kind of ball that Sheshu would be waiting for, and given that there is no deep fine leg on the boundary there, it is a free hit kind of a shot for the batsman to swing his arm and get a...
And I hope the very first match that I saw him bowling, the pace of him was a bit more. I do feel like the pace is not that great. Today, I'm not sure the reason, because this ball, Sheshu had ample of time to bend his body and flick it that hard.
Given that he has not been practicing all this while, might have made a significant dent in that pace generation thing, Aki.
Maybe that would be the reason for sure. And that was a sensible on-drive from Seshu for a single. So the match is now going well, I would say. Until now it was in the hands of Knights for sure. Now with these guys taking those singles and doubles, looks like we are heading in an equal contest. That was a nice shot from the player, but straight to the fielder, and very well fielded there from Sandeep, and the throw was good and rightly said no. Looks like the bowler Vishal is not getting his rhythm, but the good thing is he has the right kind of field set from his captain for all those balls, and the balls are not being dispatched much.
Yeah, he's not getting his line, but as you said, the fielders are in the right place for him. Couple of full tosses already in the over. Next ball of the over coming up. Short ball again over the square leg fielder. The fielder is trying hard, but the ball. That's a good save from Vimal there. The batsman complete an easy 3 runs, but it was a terrific save from Vimal.
Yeah, for sure. That's some great savings from Vimal. This shot, though, the guy Sheshu bend a lot to hit that, because as we were saying, I felt more than a short ball, that was a back of length ball. If it was a short ball, he would have got enough time to punch it hard. It was a back of length ball, so he didn't had enough time to punch it hard as he was hoping for, and managed to play it, not middle it properly. That's the reason the ball was sailing slowly, and exceptional feeling from Vimal. Stopping on these all kind of stops will trigger your team much more confident to bowl wherever you want to keep your fielders.
Yeah, the fielder's effort is definitely important to back up the bowlers. That was a back of length delivery, as you said, and a good thing for Seshu. He was able to get it over the square leg fielder for 3 runs, making that 10 runs of the over from Vishal.
Oh, you calculated that too? Oh, so sharp, Banu. So we are into 28 in 5 overs. So the run rate has been pushed little more on that over.
Given the form, Harshu would be in Rowdys. Given that they have got 10 runs of the over, they should be eyeing 4-5 singles and not go for any big shots of this over.
They are making the field set there. So looking at the field set,
there are 2 fielders on the leg side, a long on and a deep mid wicket,
and 3 on the offside. That's something we have not seen that much, right? The fielders, 3 fielders on the on the offside.
Given that both batsmen are very powerful on short balls on either side of the wicket, it's a sensible move. Wide down the leg side from Harshu, given as a wide.
I felt that was a kind of a slower attempt from the bowler Harshu himself, and I do feel with the kind of field that he has, if he is bowling the slower ball onto the leg side, that will be easy pickings. He has to bowl those slow balls outside the off stump. Yeah, like that.
Chance of a catch there, but sails over the fielder at long off for a 6. That's a good strike from Seshu, the batsman. Much needed boundary to relieve kind of pressure on Rowdys.
As we were speaking, the attempt of bowling slower ball on the outside off stump was real good ball, I would say. I won't say that ball was not that bad. That was a good ball. The way Seshu picked that ball was real good. For even most of the guys in the field would have been hoping whether it was a 6 or catch. That was
the fielder was interested for a minute, thought it straight to him, but
it was 5 to 7 yards above him. That was a great hitting from Seshu. That is the kind of power he has.
Yeah, definitely. He has the game for the big shots and running between the wickets as well.
Another slow ball. Looks like there was a fumble. The batsman Magidar was not interested, though Seshu was interested.
So that was a good call from Magidar not to go for an extra single there. There is a saying that never run off a misfield. That will give chances of a run out.
If it is not that far. Right. The lights are on. Another slower ball, and there is a catch chance. The shot was not hit properly. This ball was bowled super slow, I would say.
Yeah, very slow ball. The batsman was well into the shot and gets a top edge over the keeper's head. who did his best to stretch his hands high, but he was not able to gather the ball. The batsman completed a easy single run there.
On that occasion, Magidar was very, very fortunate. That was just 1 or 2 yards, probably 2 inches from the keeper.
Yeah, that was a well thought out delivery from Harshu also.
That was bowling from slower to super slower. This was bowled faster, and that fielding was been good.
Good field there by Vishal, and he was very active, and the throw to the keeper was spot on there. The batsman was luckily well inside the crease.
Fielding, Anshu.
Last ball of the over coming up. Seshu on strike to facing up to Harshu.
Have to see what Harshu is having the plan here. The previous ball, the 5th ball of this over was the only ball he bowled with his actual speed, I would say.
Yeah, the batsman would be anticipating a slow ball, so it would be better idea to go his full pace.
Nice shot there. This time the batsman was trying to go for the pull shot again. As we all know, Harshu's ball is not that kind of ball where it will bounce. It will always to the knee height or above the knee level, and you can't hit those fine leg shot easily.
Yeah, gets inside edge to the short fine leg for a single. Maidar on strike.
Nice ball and nicely played. This was a very great length of all the balls that
it was a ball on the off stump, just nudged into the gap on the offside for a single there. Good running from the batsman.
coming back, the run rate has now been going above 6, which was not the case until the 5 overs, I believe, right?
Yeah, 4 overs and the last 2 overs resulting in around 20 runs, taking the momentum to Rowdys. Next over starting. Yeah.
That was a very good line and length and nicely played by Magidar too for a single, and the 40s is on the cards by the 7th over. This was a very great length, I would say, because the batsman will not have the time to hit it hard. He just have to defend at the gap.
Yeah, it was a very good ball around going on the 4th stump. Fuller length delivery. The batsman just had to nut the ball into the gap.
Coming back, Vishal bowling his second ball of the second over. I have to see where he is doing that, because he bowled couple of freebies onto the hips in the previous over. Going for a hard hitting shot. There is a chance it can be a catch. 2 fielders coming for that. The ball is one of the fielder and taken it comfortably on the deep extra cover. The shot, it was not the right kind of shot from Seshu. The ball was kind of a fuller ball outside the off stump. He was trying to hit hard on the straight, and that was a miscued shot for a catch on the deep. That was a comfortable catch from Dawal without any hassle, coming closer to the body, taking his time, and that's some great catching.
Yeah, Seshu would be disappointed. It was not right off the meat of the bat there. He got kind of a leading edge there, straight to the fielder. Dawal, who was running in, took a simple catch there without making a mess of it. That's a huge wicket for Knights, given that there is one more over left before the 8 over break.
But you do have 10 balls, I feel. Just 2 balls bowled in this over. Where the situation, as we were speaking, the match was slowly getting into the hands of Rowdys. That is what we would expect in a kind of this encounter, the seesaw on every couple of overs. That rightly happened because of the partnership they built and timely wicket for Knights. The way they pulled back here, that's some real good piece of fielding place. Though the runs were being hit, they were confident on the bowler Vishal giving his the next over where he was able to produce, because most of the team, if a bowler is giving away 10 runs in his first over, would stop him in the second over. But the captain had the faith on him to give the ball to him. That will put a lot of confidence as you as a bowler.
Yes,
so he was able to produce that wicket.
Yeah, and he was rightly able to deliver the crucial wicket as well, given that 20 runs were scored of the last 2 overs, and they were trying to play aggressive before the end of the 8-over break. This will put a dent in their run rate for sure. Going into the 8-over break, they would not try to lose one more wicket and try to get their eye in here. Nandan is the new batsman. Vishal with the next ball. Fuller ball, outside edge. The keeper tries to go for a dive. He is unable to stop the ball. Sandeep there with a great fielding effort stopped the batsman from going for a double there.
Yeah, that was a full toss ball on the 7th or 8th wicket, I would say, and the ball hitting the bottom of the bat, which was little wide for the keeper to stop, and they don't have any third man, and they do have only the point fielder, so he has to run a lot to cover that, and that's some easy too. Further, considering that fact, because of the bowling, he is bowling in this over almost all the balls outside the off stump. They have moved one fielder on the short mid on to the square leg and one fielder to the third man. Vimal has moved there.
Next ball of the over, nudged into the gap on the leg side. The fielder was exactly moved from there. Vishal doing the fielding there after bowling. Good comeback from Vishal here after going for 10 runs in the first over. He was not able to get his line and length right. This over he has been very spot on way to land it around the off stump. Not giving away any free balls for the batsman to attack him. Last 2 balls of the over coming up to Mahidar.
Played with the soft hands, nicely played for a single. This is what Mahidar is good at, and very, very good at, I would say. He will not go for an hard hitting every now and then. He will play with the merit of the ball. He will make sure the singles and doubles are scored, and whenever you are giving some weight, whenever you are bowling some poor balls, he will punish you immediately. That's what he is very good at.
Yeah, he's batting very sensibly and...
No, I mean, he has been batting the same way very, very sensibly. That's something everyone should observe and play, because over here, every bowler will not bowl all the 6 balls properly.
Yeah. Next ball of the over, outside edge to Vimal at short third man there.
And that was a very good fielding from Vimal, because the ball, that's not easy to field in the third, and with the kind of new shot lawn we have, the ball will curve either here or there.
And also a good field placement from the captain there. The fielder was at square leg. He moved it, given the bowler was consistently getting the line around the off stump, and the ball directly going to him on the bounce though.
So considering those facts, usually Knights will introduce all those 5 bowlers. They introduce Chandu in the next 8th over, and considering those facts, all the 3 bowlers has bowled 2 overs each, starting from 2 overs each, starting from Abhi, Vishal and Harshu, and Sasi, who bowled only 2nd over. He has been given the 8th over, considering the fact they should pull the momentum here, because he has been their knack of bowler who produced that. He does not looks to be a great bowler for you to fear as an opponent, but he will have that knack of making that economical overs and taking those wickets.
Yeah, he has very good level of range of skills here. He has a away cutter, he has a slower delivery, he has a in-swinging delivery coming into the batsman. He just varies his pace, confuses the batsman with his line and length. Next over coming up, first ball of the over to Mahidar from Shashi. Starts off with a away cutter, full away cutter, goes for a wide there. Bowler realizing that, he just missed his mark there. But the plan is right, going wide off the crease to the batsman, going away cutters to Mahidar.
Because he do have 3 fielders for that, one on the deep cover, one on the deep extra cover and long on. So the plan is to bowl there, asking him to hit and take the wicket.
Fuller ball, driven to the extra cover fielder for a single. Chance of a double there. Excellent running from the non-striker Nandan there. Easy couple of runs. The score moves on to 45 for the loss of 3 wickets for Rowdys.
and that was sensible shot in the gaps, and that was good response from Nandan for a couple of runs. The ball was, they do have two fielders, one on the deep extra cover, one on the wideish long off, and it was played in between the gap of them. Nice shot and nice running.
Yeah, played.
This is what I was saying. Whenever you are bowling those kind of freebies to him, he will convert that at ease. That ball was a fuller ball onto his leg, asking to hit him hard. And considering they do have only two fielders, one on the deep mid wicket and long on, that was some great shot.
That is the sign of a great batsman here, making sure that the good balls are rotated for singles and the bad balls are dealt with and punished accordingly. Also brings up the 50 for Rowdys. There's a small discussion between the captain and the experienced fielder there. Looks like there is a change in the field. Square leg fielder is going to deep fine leg.
And they bought one fielder from deep cover to inside the circle, and the deep extra cover fielder has moved little wide to the cover, and the long off fielder is wide is long as well. Let's see what this plan will make him to execute.
Great batting there, sensible running, good comeback from the bowler, and batsman was also alert to the thing right. They got enough runs of the over, just nudging the ball in front of the wicket, takes an easy single.
So until now we have not seen that much crowd because of the hot weather we had. So slowly after 8:30 we will have all the crowd coming in to see this fantastic match, right, Bon?
Yeah, definitely. Given that there is a very big clash here, semi-final, there will be plenty of crowd coming in. Last ball of the over coming up before the 8-over break. The last ball was a ball in swing delivery going down the leg side. The batsman tried to flick the ball on the leg side, unfortunately getting the leg on it for a dot ball. What do you think of this start, and where do you see the match going from here?
I feel the match is going as a seesaw every couple of overs and going real good. That was a good ball, and we don't have a field set rightly for that, and they are running for a trying for a second, and rightly said no by Nandan, because that was going into one of the finest fielder in NWA and from Knights, which is Jeet, and taken one-handed, and the throw was real good.
Yeah, the throw was a powerful throw from Jeet as always, making sure that he got rid of the ball and got to the pitch of the ball also pretty fast. That's a good call from Nandan to send Mahidar back. Nandan was only trying to look for a single. Last ball of the over before the 8-over break. Smashed onto the leg side, very sensible batting there to end the 8-over. The score at the end of 8 overs is 54 for the loss of 3 wickets.
Yeah, we are going at a good pace for a batting team, which will be always around 50 runs and 8 overs, and they will target for another 70 odd runs in the next 8 overs. But the way Knights are bowling and the fielding, they are pulling back things here and there every time. So we will come back in a while.
Yeah, thank you guys.
We welcome you all for the next 8 overs. I mean the last 8 overs of the first innings. After the break, we have got who to bowl now? Looks like Chandu is the usual bowler to bowl the 9th over. And considering the fact these two, mainly Magidar is playing, it would be very interesting to see how this guy is going to bowl. Because with the way I have seen Chandu bowling, and I in the last match I happened to face at least 2 or 3 balls of his over. He's kind of a bowler who hit the deck hard, kind of a back of length or good length, and I would rate he is the one bowler after Harshu who has more bounce in Knights team.
Yeah, he goes back of length. He has that extra pace that is very
Extra
crucial
pace, more than
to
extra
rush the batsman with the extra bounce.
Extra bounce is one thing which extra pace like in Bentonville, I would say there are many bowlers, very rare bowlers produce the extra bounce too. He has that extra bounce. That's
He's the hit the deck bowler there with his powerful shoulders. He tries to hit the pitch as hard as he can. Chandu to face his bowler's first ball of the day to Mahidar.
That was a back of length ball outside off stump, asking the batsman to hit. And as we were speaking this, he was the bowler who produces that bounce, but he has not produced now. And one thing, one resemblance I'm seeing, uncanny resemblance seeing from the bowler. Whenever he bats, he bends himself a lot. Even when he's bowling, he's bending a lot. What a clash shot that was from Magidar into the cover. They are running for the second. It could be the trouble, but the way they ran and the throw was not to the keeper, considering the fact it hit at the edge of the pitch, I would say. That was pushed from the non-striker Nandan, I would say, because the ball was played close, but it was not hit hard. So the fielder himself on the extra cover has to run a lot.
Yeah, it was timed and placed perfectly in the gap, enabling them for a double. That was a classy shot from the batsman Mahidar there. Next ball of the over coming up. Short ball. The batsman going for a cut shot outside off stump, missing the ball completely, and the ball goes to the keeper. This is the second cut shot that the batsman has tried in this over. The first ball of the over going under the bat, this going over the bat here.
And I do see that ball was bowled a bit slower. I'm not sure if that was purpose, because this guy Chandu has some bit extra pace, and he has not bowled those extra paces in those 2 short balls. Maybe that is the plan, to give some width and bowl slower and ask him to hit.
He's trying, given that his first over, he is trying to get slowly into his spell here, trying to generate the pace as he goes through in his spell.
Yeah, that's some good fielding again from Dawal on the deep extra cover. Sorry, kind of a deep cover. They do have the good kind of field set for the right kind of balls they are been delivering now and then.
Yeah, the one good thing that Knights have done is they definitely are making sure they put a fielder on the deep cover fielder when Mahidar is facing.
Short ball, and he does not have a protection for that, but the batsman Nandan didn't go for that full-hearted shot, just for a flick.
The ball going to the square leg fielder who completes the fielding there for a single here. It was a short of length ball. The batsman tried to hit the ball on the leg side, but he was rushed into the shot. Next ball of the over coming up. Mahidar advances down the ground, loses the ball, and the keeper tries for a stumping appeal, but the batsman is well inside the crease.
That was a great over after the 8 over start, just giving away 4 runs, producing 3 dots. Good bowling from the bowler Chandu. What a kind of pick he has been for the team Knights. He is bowling those great lengths, and he is on the last 8 overs coming there and bowling those great lengths and being economical below 6, and coming down the order, batting those 4 overs, playing those hard hitting shots. So that's some great level of addition to Knights, I would say.
Yeah, that's a perfect role of an all-rounder, finishing the back end of the innings while batting and also bowling, picking up crucial wickets while going less than 6 to 7 runs per over. They initially thought of bowling G2 in this over. Looks like there is a change of plan, and Harshu is about to bowl his third over of the day. Looks like most likely the last over of his spell here.
Yeah, most likely, because with the kind of way Jeet bowled and with the kind of the confidence they do have, Jeet will be the bowler. Abhijit will be the bowler who will complete the 2 overs, the 4 overs for them. So it will be Harshu to bowl this over, and Chandu will continue the next over, and probably Vishal to bowl 1 over and Sashi to bowl 1 over, and Abhijit will come on the later part of 14 and 16. If these guys are going harder, then they might introduce Abhijit a bit early for over.
Yeah, depends on this partnership. The partnership goes long into the innings. Definitely Jeet would be bowling a little earlier. Fuller ball, go onto the off stump. The batsman missing it.
The ball was pitched right on the off stump, and the ball curved in, probably onto the middle stump or leg stump. So that's some good skill to move a bit, because that was angling more. That was the reason the batsman was not able to play.
He pressed and moved into the batsman. Next ball of the over coming up. Again the ball moves into the batsman at the last moment. Snatched to a deep mid wicket for a single there.
Bowling, Harshu.
That's a great start to the over from Harshu. Picking off where he left in the last 2 overs of his spell, and also where he has been bowling right through the tournament. What would be the score that Rowdys would be happy with, given the start they have got?
I hope 120, which has been the great score here. That's some great quick single, and there is a chance of a run out, but the fielder Srivarts, it was little wide of him, and he has to take in his left hand. That's the reason he was not able to throw it quicker, and it was easily taken for a single.
The batsmen are playing very sensibly, nudging the ball into the gap, taking easy singles, and if it's a bad ball, they're punishing it rightly. Flag to the deep fine leg fielder. Oh, goes over the fielder's head for a boundary. The fielder misjudging the ball there. He tried to go in, expecting the ball would be reachable. Unexpectedly, gets a high bounce, and it lands to the boundary.
And it was on the deep square leg, and he has to move at least 5-15 yards on his fine leg. And talking about that, the guys who are playing very regularly in the creek side are not even able to judge the balls on the deep when it is bouncing 1 or 2 pitches. And he's a guy, I feel like this is the first time he is playing here. He will be definitely not in a position to sense how the bounce will be. So I would say he should not be the fielder standing in the deep. They should move some other fielder there.
Yeah, he has played a couple of T8 matches, but it's been a while.
There would be a 2 there, and that should have been a 2 for sure, because the ball was hit on the extra cover region, and the ball was just going slowly and smoothly, and the fielder from the cover has to run a lot. I'm not sure what was the reason behind they not running those second run.
Yeah, there was ample time for the batsman to complete an easy 2. Maybe the batsman was tired, or just assumed that the ball was hit harder than expected. Next ball of the over, wide outside off, given as a wide by the umpire. Maybe Nandan, the batsman of the last ball, expected, he timed the ball much harder and perfectly than what it was, and he misjudged it. Next ball of the over coming up, Harshu to Mahidar.
Slower ball, and I hope that, he is trying those things, bowling slow ball onto the wide line, and then possibly curving in a bit, and the batsman Mahidar trying to sweep it hard was not able to play. I would say he was lucky not hitting that ball, because it would have been edged a bit.
This was a good over from Harshu, given that last over of the second over that he bowled today, he was bowling more off-pace deliveries. The batsman was well settled and anticipating for the slower ball. This over he bowled all pace deliveries, and the last over just slowing the pace down, tempting the batsman wide outside the crease. Almost got a wicket to the keeper there. Purna to begin his second over of the day to Nandan. The score after the end of 10 overs is 66 for 3. 3 fielders on the leg side, deep square leg, deep mid wicket and long on. 2 fielders on the deep extra cover and deep point there. Next ball of the over coming up. Fuller length ball, almost a Yorker length.
That was a Yorker for sure, because that ball, more than a fuller, it got tipped very quickly. It was looking to be a fuller length ball, but out of nowhere that dipped so quickly, and the batsman had not had any time to play that ball.
The bat luckily coming at the right moment for the batsman, going to the mid-wicket fielder for a single. Lofted shot to deep extra cover for a single there. Great fielding from Dhaval there. It was a good lofted shot in the air. Not a powerful one, but just timed the ball to perfection for a single. What do you think the approach from Rowdys should be?
With the way I'm seeing these two batters, they are going hard, they are stepping down, they are hitting hard. This is what I'm seeing for the last 2 overs. They are trying to push hard because they are just 3 wickets down. They do have some good batters to come down. Considering those facts, I feel like they are trying to hit hard, because they do got Santosh, the batsman, the captain himself, who was good in clearing the boundaries on the straight region. I mean, completing the 6 and everything, and the great blazing bowler. And they do have two very good batsmen to come, considering the fact looks like these guys are going hard.
Next ball, chance there. Harshu, the fielder there, judging it perfectly and managing to grab hold of the ball just for a single there.
This is what I was saying about Harshu. Was one of the guys who has played very regularly here, so he was able to judge it. He knows that the ball will bounce more and there is a chance it might go for the 4. On the other hand, Vishal is not that kind of a guy who played very regularly. That was a short ball, but onto the body, but played really nice instead of pulling it, because that had very good pace to that. So playing those balls will be a miscued shot, and that's some sensible.
Given that there are powerful fielders down the ground on the leg side, Jeet and Harsh, that would be a risky shot. That's been a good over from Purna. 4 runs of 4 balls this over. Chance for a wicket there.
And I feel it is going on to the no man's land, and they are running for a second.
A chance of a definite run out there. The throw was not on the mark, and the throw should have been gone to the keeper's end. The throw went to the non-striker end, where Purna tried to get hold of the ball and release the ball to the keeper.
No, I would to call that in a precise way. There was a catch opportunity, and it was well before the fielder there, and that was a definite 2. That should have been a to consider. The Nandan almost came on to the bowler there, and he has to run back. By the time he was able to do, if the throw, as you were calling, if the throw was on to the bowler end, that was a wicket for sure. But I feel no one in the night dugout has called that to throw the ball to the bowler.
Yeah.
And even to your point, the ball at least should have been in the hands of the bowler.
Yeah.
But if it was in the hands of the bowler could have been released that easily to the keeper for a run out. The Purna has to dive there to take the ball and throw. So
yeah, it was not a good throw from the deep there. And Mahidhar was watching the ball, was ball watching. That prevented him for going for a double there. If he was not ball watching and focusing on the concentration on the bowler, on the batsman at the non-striker, and it would have been a double there.
Vishal to bowl his last over.
At the end of 11 overs, the score is 72 for 3 Rowdys. Looks like the batsmen are trying to move on from here, given that there are plenty of wickets. As I keep mentioned in the previous over, Bala and Santosh have been in good form, and with plenty of batters in the ranks, they would be trying to go hell for leather here, trying to put on 120 plus. That would be a decent score given the pressure of a semi-final.
Looks like Bala is the guy who has the bat in his hand.
given that he has been finishing the matches, that would be an interesting move to push him down the order, push him up the order.
Do you think that's a good call? Because you do have 5 more overs, and this guy Santosh is a very good batter to play on that role. We have to wait and watch what they are doing. If it is 3 or 4 overs, bring a bowler is a very good decision.
Yeah, Santosh said if they lose a wicket right now, they should be bringing in Santosh any later than this over. Bala would be a good move, given that he can get used to the pitch and then accelerate. Outside edge from the batsman there. The batsman is not even interested in a double.
Yeah, because that was very close to the fielder. Nandan, after the last over incident, he will not be going for run unless until Magidhar is pushing him.
Yeah, definitely. He would be very cautious with his running and calling between the wickets here. Vishal with the last over of his spell here. He had bowled very well in the second over after conceding 10 runs in the first. Next ball of the over coming up.
Going for a wild swing there, but the ball was outside the off stump where he was not in a position to play that. That ball was a brilliant ball for me on the 5th or 6th stick, not enough room for the batsman, but the batsman even then going for the straight shot. That was the ball to play on the cover on or anywhere on the offside, not the straight region, I would say.
Yeah, that was a very good ball going around the 4th stump on the offside. The batsman Nandan is definitely showing his intent here. He is trying to score as many runs as possible and get the momentum towards Rowdys here.
But from the moment they started to try hitting hard, the runs are not flowing that easily.
Yeah.
They were just taking the singles and doubles. See here. From the time they started hitting hard, they were not middling it properly. The shots are not going into the area they were thinking of. They are still getting the 1s and 2s, and the swings they made costed the ball to become dot. So you see they were almost approaching above 7 until above 1 or 2 overs, and now the run rate has dipped below the 7 or
they are trying to muzzle the ball instead of timing the ball. Even this last ball, he tried to muzzle the ball and the ball not even crossing the 30-meter circle. And another excellent delivery from Vishal there, outside of bowling on the 5th stump line. This has been a terrific comeback from Vishal. This is his usual line and length. First over he was not able to get his line and length there. As you can hear, plenty of support for both the teams, given that there had been no runs of this over. Knight sensing a wicket. Rowdys trying to push their batsmen to get more runs of this over. Oh, another great ball here, pitching on the off stump and going away from the batsman. 4 dots in a row.
4 dots in a row. That's some brilliant bowling from the bowler. What the best thing about that was, all the 4 balls were not bowled at the same line or length. He was mixing up the line and length on all the 4 balls. The line and length was so good. Though it was not the same, he is executing that to brilliant.
Yeah, he is deceiving the batsman, not putting the ball on the exact line. One ball he tried to bowl back of length and couple of balls wide offside off. He is playing with the mind of the batsman here. Interesting to see what the approach for the last ball would be. Short ball, cut to the point fielder.
This is what he should have tried on a couple of occasions, and he would have got those runs. That was a great over from Vishal.
Just 2 runs of the over and 4 dot balls brings an end to his spell for the day. The score is 74 at the end of 12 overs. 4 more overs to go, including a power play. 2 overs to be bowled by Jeetu. Looks like Jeet is about to bowl his next over.
Look at the way he has completed himself as a bowler. He gave 10 runs in first over, and while completing his spell, it is 3 over 17 for 1. That's the kind of confidence a captain should have on his bowler, which I am not seeing in many of the teams. If a bowler is giving away 10 or 11 runs, they are being abruptly stopped and another 6th bowler has been introduced. Here, he was having the confidence on him and he was being given the over to continue. Look at the way that he has spellbound himself. 2 overs, 7 runs after that. That's some great guts to both bowler and the captain.
Yeah, given that he has not been playing regularly for Knights, He has not been playing for a while. That has been a terrific comeback from Vishal. Looks like Nandan has retired himself out, and Bala, the sensation of last game that Rowdys played, is to the crease here.
And finally one good thing happening to us. I'm feeling some breeze. The weather has settled down. It's really good to do the commentary now, right, Banu?
Yes, Saki, that's a pleasing thing for the commentators. Slight breeze coming in, the sun setting, and last 4 overs of the innings. It will be making the viewing perfect for all. There are a lot of crowd as well gathering here.
That's what I'm telling you.
It would be interesting to see the approach Bala and Mahidar take, given that Jeetu is back onto the bowling crease to bowl his 3rd over of the day.
If they are managing to score some 6 to 8 runs in this over, they can target the next 3 overs, I would say. Because they should keep in mind rotating also means should be something real important for them.
Given that last over has yielded just 2 runs, they should try to get a single of every ball in the least. Otherwise, it would put too much pressure on the batsmen against the other night bowlers in the last 3 overs of the inning.
8 overs it was 54 and 12 overs in 4 overs giving away 20 runs is good bowling. That's sensible bat and the run has been quick. That's good running. This is what they should do. They can take, because you do have 6 to 8 overs left. I mean, couple of overs before. They should try, should have tried taking those singles and doubles, which will make the bowler to think a lot and he will give a freebie. That is the case of their game from 4th to 8th over. All of a sudden they changed their strategy, which backfired them, I would say.
Yeah, they were trying, given that there were only 6 overs after the 10th over, they were trying to muscle the ball, and the last 2 overs of the innings just yielded them 8 runs, putting pressure on Rowdys here, given that Bala, the new batsman, has come in, and also the strike bowler for Knights has come in. It would be an interesting approach to see from Mahidar. Next ball coming up.
Ball, lovely ball, no clue, no clue. Good bowling,
Mahidar, when bowling slow ball outside the off stump, is not having a better day today to play.
Yeah, he's trying to slog it, and the ball is going away from the batsman, making it harder to pull the ball onto the
my
leg side.
point of thing is not about this ball. Generally, at least this was the 3rd or 4th slower ball. Yeah, this is what I was trying to point. This was the 3rd. There was a stumpy uphill, and umpire Krishna has not given it, though the keeper was very much interested. Coming back to that point, more than this specific ball or the previous ball, I felt it was the 4th of this ball. Two balls bowled by Harshu, and these 2 balls, and a ball I feel like
even
Shashi bowled one
yeah.
slow ball. All these slow balls not even middled by Mahidar.
Yeah, he was not even able to connect the ball. Every ball that has been slow and going away cutter has been going to the keeper only. Short ball there, a single to the long on fielder. Yeah, that's a very good observation there, Aki. He was trying to, most of the balls, if the ball is going away from the bat, he should be trying to push it onto the offside, but Mahidar was trying to pull it on the leg side and enabling the batsman not to middle the ball but to deceive him in the air and go to the keeper.
That's good, great execution from the nice bowling, great bowling, great execution of the skills that they got. The bowling has been so brilliant today until now from the Knights, and the batting has not been up to the mark from Rowdys through the skills that they have, I would say.
Yeah, especially the last 3 overs have been very good for Knights. Another away cutter, slow ball, batsman deceived in the air, tried to hit it on the leg side and goes to the keeper.
What a kind of last 2 overs. 2 overs giving away just 3 runs. 5 runs? Was it 5 runs?
Yeah.
Because I feel previous over it was 2 runs, and this over they scored just a single. So which is just 3 runs in 2 overs.
It has been a great comeback from Knights in the last 2 or 3 overs.
That was a good observation. I was about to talk with the microphone mute, and thanks Banu for observing it. And we were discussing some interesting fact here. That's some clever thing from Rowdys, I would say. Taking the power play, considering the fact Jeet has completed his over just before, he can't bowl the power play. Considering that fact, it was a good call, and nevertheless Chandu was bowling at a good line and length, and they do have one more over to bowl with Shashi, I believe. They could have given the over to Shashi also. I'm not sure why they want to keep bowling with Chandu, because Shashi is one of the other bowler who bowls in the power play.
Yeah, Shashi was the most experienced of the power play between Chandu and Shashi.
And he has been bowled at him out of nowhere. That was a full toss ball moving in, and the batsman Magidar, who didn't had a good outing for last 5-6 balls, he was going to hit it hard and he got out. That was the big blow for Rowdys, I would say. Yeah. This is great, exceptional mind game and the game of execution from Knights.
Rowdys trying to put pressure on Knights by taking a power play and trying to be aggressive of the bowling of Chandu. It was a fuller ball. It was perfectly capable of being dispatched by Mahidar, but he completely misses the ball and hits the wicket on the full. And it's a huge wicket of Mahidar, the well-set batsman there. Brings Santosh, the captain, to the crease.
And I do have two other commentators for the next innings, but they are disturbing a lot. Even by now, what do you feel? The comments that they are making, Amrish and Ashwin, what do you feel, Banu?
They are looks like they are rehearsing the next set of their commentary. They are analyzing the game deeply, as always, and
looks like as always the history of NWA, where the batting power play taken up front was most of the time was backfiring. The batting team has started that way, but we are having another 5 balls. We have to wait and watch what is going to happen. These two batters have to hit at least couple of boundaries or over the rope for each. I mean, two batters should hit at least 2 from each. Then only the score can go above 100, 110. You should have at least 110 on your scorecard to have a good score to defend for your bowlers.
Yeah, given the start they were in after 10 overs, they are 66 for loss of 3 wickets. It's been 3 overs and just 10 runs. It has been a terrific comeback along with the huge wicket of Mahidar. The last 3 overs, Rowdys have to go for hell for leather here if they need to post anything over 110. Chance of a wicket there, and an easy catch to Kishore at point, and 2 balls, 2 wickets for Knights, and Chandu proving to be a match changer here again. 2 balls, 2 wickets, and pressure rightly on Rowdys here. They are 5 down, only 16 balls left.
And sorry for that, we were not able to capture that because of the thing that we have to reset the camera. And if Chandu or the bowling team is going to see that, they would be frustrated of that, but we don't have an option. We have to do that.
Yeah, that was the wrong timing for the camera to go off right on the wicket ball.
And now the match has very much into the arms of the Knights, unless there is at least 2 or 3 hits from the batting team here. Who is the new batsman?
Looks like Srikanth is a new batsman in. Chandu on.
Is it Srikanth? Srikanth is not playing. There is a new Srikanth which I have never seen, because all through the time we were seeing just 4 or 5 batters from Rowdys, right?
Hat-trick ball on the off stick, driven back to the bowler. The bowler trying to flick the ball onto the non-striker and misses his target, but no extra run given away. This has been a terrific over of power play from Knights. 3 balls, 2 wickets and a dot ball.
You have to give the credit to the previous 2 overs bowled by the Knights bowlers, which gave the momentum to this bowler. What a pace, what a line, what a curving in. That's great rhythm of bowling.
Yeah, the last 3-4 overs have been completely belong to Knights here. The batsmen are over eager to make the big hits and not even able to time the ball or connect the ball. Short ball, chance for a double there.
I'm
the deep
hoping the
square
ball
leg.
might sail all away, but the fielder there was able to stop there at the last moment of time, and they are running for the third. That's some good running as well.
That's a good footwork from Shashi on the deep fine leg boundary, deep square leg boundary there, stopping it from rolling over the boundary. 3 runs taken. Even though they got 3 runs of this ball, it has been a great over for Knight. Just 3 runs of it. Last ball of the power play for this innings. Coming up, Bala, who is a perfectly capable batsman of clearing the boundaries on strike here to Chandu.
That was the first hit in the 4 balls for the, 4 or 5 balls in the power play.
That was the 5th ball. Yeah.
And you do got only 1 more ball, and they are just now getting into the 80 mark, and they do have only 2 more overs. The runs getting into the triple digit will be itself hard, looks like. But that shot was an extraordinary shot going outside the rope. That was a great shot, great 6.
That was a terrific hit from Bala there. The last match that he played, he hit a ball onto the long on region, this time hitting down the ground for a huge 6. That's a much needed boundary from Rowdys here. 9 runs of the over. Even though they got 2 wickets, they'd be happy by the way the over ended.
He has been the savior for them. This could be the 3rd occasion if he is doing so, because the previous 2 occasion was one time when they were playing with Rebels in the league. They were 7 wickets down for 40 or something. He came down, that too in the Phillips ground. He scored 36 odd runs in the 20 odd balls, and the match with Avanchas, which no one can forget, hitting as 6 and a 4 in the last over, and coming away here, he is the last trump card for them to go for those good shots and take away those runs.
Yeah, the kind of form that he was in, that was a sensible move from Rowdys as well to promote him up the order. Generally he comes in the 15th or the 16th over. They promoted him after the 12th over, and he's striking. He started off by hitting a Shashi to bowl the 15th over of the match to Srikanth, his last over of the day.
The penultimate over is always a key over to bowl, and with all the power plays done, that was a great ball out of nowhere. How looks like an off volley, but dipped at last. He has that knack of ball dipping at the last moment, right?
Yeah, it was a slower ball dipping on the off stump. The batsman was completely deceived there. Next ball coming up.
This time it was again the same kind of ball, but this ball didn't pitched at least at most before the batsman, so he had the time to just have a bat to the ball, not middle though.
It was an inside edge of the bat. The ball was dipping, and it was a lower full toss. Getting the inside edge to a mid-wicket fielder for a single puts Bala on strike, who hit a 6 of the last ball he faced in this match. Shashi to continue.
Another shot, there is a chance it can be a catch, and 2 fielders converging to it, and it was dropped. Do you believe that drop was from Abhijit, who took 3 or 4 sensational catch against Samaraj in the previous match? He managed to miss that ball.
Yeah, he ran over himself here. He was well ahead of the ball. He overran himself and mischasing the ball, and it lands beyond him. Luckily, there was a backup fielder, Kishore.
Good bowling, Shashi.
More than the luck of not going for the 4, it was luck for Rowdys, I would say.
Yeah. Next ball coming up, Bala.
Hold it. Good bowling, Shashi.
Bala is trying to come down the wicket because Shashi, being a slower off cutter, he is trying to take the ball on the full and flog the ball onto the leg side. That's a great comeback from Shashi though.
So more than that, it was at least 2 dot balls in a over, and just giving away 3 runs in 4 balls. Good over again from the Knights and Sashi bowler now. Another full toss ball dipping for a dot. Just one more ball to go. I've 3 dots. Bowling penultimate over. What a bowling effort it has been from Knights until now.
Yeah, he is completely putting the ball on the off stump, not giving any pace for the batsman, bowling at slower balls, dipping slower balls, that too, making it hard for the batsman.
There is a chance it can be a catch, but it was going well short of the fielder there just for a single. Ashu this time not making any mistake. Just 4 or 5 runs?
Yeah, looks like 5 runs of the over.
I feel 2 singles or 3 singles it was, Banu. It was the first single from the batter, the Srikanth, and then a 2 and then a single now. So
yeah,
just
looks
4
like
runs.
4 runs of the over.
Yeah, it was 85 at the end of 4th over. And
14 overs and now it's 89. Last over of the match coming up here.
And looking at the bowling card of the bowlers, if you could see Abhijit giving away 13 runs in 3 overs, Sasidhar giving away 18 runs in 3 overs, taking 1 wicket, Harsh taking away 1 wicket, giving away 22 runs, and Vishal 3 overs, 17, giving away, taking 1 wicket, Chandu 19 in 3 overs. What a kind of great bowling performance it has been from Knights. The economy, the average economy of every bowler is around 6.
Yeah, the overs from 10 over mark to the 14 over mark bowled by Vishal and Chandu, putting the complete pressure
back. So if you are going into the detailed analysis of this match, the only wrong going for Knights as a bowling perspective was from 5 to 7 or 8 overs. Those 4 overs was the overs where Rowdys were getting those runs. Apart from that, the first 4 overs and the overs starting from 9 to 15, that was some exceptional bowling.
Yeah, that was a great comeback from Knights after being just 3 down.
That was a good cut shot that might sell to 4, but the fielders are running hard. This is some good batting from Bala, and I would say that I'm not sure what is the point of taking the 3rd run, because Bala should be the guy facing that strike.
Yeah, looks like Bala is completely struggling here. He is limping, and as you rightly said, Bala should be the batsman taking most of the strike given the form he is in, and Srikanth, the other batsman, was not able to connect the ball.
So yeah, let's go into the last 5 balls. Let's see if they are getting into the triple digit here. Triple digit will have a psychological factor.
Yeah,
Right?
8 more runs for the triple digit score here. Full toss ball driven down the ground for a single. And Bala, given that he is limping, not even tries for a double run there.
Yeah, I don't say like he should go for a run there, because Bala was the guy who was been taking those boundaries for them at ease. He should be the guy facing it, because you need to take the scorecard above 100 to come with a good mindset of defending it.
Yeah, he should be taking the 4 balls here. Wide ball given down the leg side.
Though he moved a lot, the ball moved a lot too. That was the reason the umpire himself gave wide.
Given that Bala was trying to go on the offside and flick the ball, Jeetu trying to be cheeky, going down the leg, proving to be a wide.
Another flick there, and it was played into the soft hands, directly going to the fielder for a single.
Good ball there from Jeet, cramping up the batsman for room. Bala, instead of going full hand drive, just nudging the ball. 3 balls of the over coming up. Last 3 balls of the over and the innings. 95 is the score.
That was not a good ball, but not played well by the batsman too. If this was the ball to the batsman Bala, that would have been dispatched for sure.
Yeah, the batsman Srikanth is not able to middle the ball. Good thing for Rowdys is Bala is back on strike for the last 2 balls. He should be trying to put his maximum energy and try to clear the boundary here.
At least he should take 3 runs, making the target to look like to be in triple digit, which is 100. Inside edge, I feel
Chance for a
definitely there will be a
double
2,
here.
and they are running for it, and it has been completed easily.
Definitely, Bhala is very, looks like he has hurt his knees or something. He's limping down the ground, but he manages to hobble and make his mark for a double there. Score is on 98. They are very close to the score being 100 here. What do you think of the score, Raki?
It can be anywhere between 99 to 103.
No, what do you think of the score? Who would be the happier side of the two?
For sure, it's nice. And I would say if this is a ball for the boundary, and Rowdys will have a good momentum mindset to play on to defend a score of triple digit.
Last ball of the over coming up. Definite double there. Harshu the fielder, even though he's fast onto the ball. The batsman, looks like it's a run out. Great throw to finish the innings. 99 is the score. As you said, Aki, 100 is the target for Knights.
Yeah, that's 6 wickets down, and that's though the wickets down was very less, the bowling has been very precise. The execution, the fielding plan has been good. Knights has come with a clear plan set for each batsman, and they have done their part. But you know how good a bowling and fielding unit Rowdys are, so we have to wait and watch first how the first 4 overs goes. That will display the momentum, because chasing 100 is not that hard unless your bowlers are producing some great rhythm in the first 4 overs.
Yeah, Rowdys would be pretty disappointed after the start. After 10 overs, they were 66, and the next 6 overs, just yielding them 33 runs. With the kind of start they would have got, they would have easily been eyeing 120 around, but they just ended up being 1 run short of the 100 mark. We'll be back in 5 minutes for the start of the next innings.
You mean the batting team and bowling team will come in 5 minutes, Manu?
Yeah, the umpires will try to put pressure. Let's see if it's 5 or 10 minutes.
It should be 10 or 15 minutes. We'll be come back for